GN, and buenos dias, buenos dias. This week, we had a very bullish meeting with the coinbureau fam here in Dubai. And we talked a lot about Cosmoverse. We talked a lot about events. There's a big event month coming up now in April with Token 2049. Then we have Cosmoverse in October, which I hope all of you are going to be there to meet your Cosmos heroes and to just get in touch peer-to-peer directly with all the builders and all the projects in Cosmos. And the coinbureau fam will also be there. We're going to have some more updates and news to be shared soon. And to be honest, it's also just very inspiring and amazing to meet the coinbureau fam in the first place and to be able to also learn from them. And yeah, they are the voice of crypto. They are the voice of crypto on YouTube, right? They're running the largest crypto YouTube channel, and their volume, their quality, their content is just on an absolute insane level. Also, go watch my video from yesterday where I talked about basically Cosmos DeFi 2.0. Now we have IST interest stable token that is very under the radar still, but I think that there's a lot of interesting opportunities in Cosmos DeFi about leverage staking your TIA, right? And by that, I don't mean leverage trading, right? That's something different, but this is something where I think, especially in a bull run, it makes sense to understand how DeFi is working, how DeFi has evolved, and also what are some of the pain points in DeFi, right? Because I think, to be quite honest with you, the best due diligence you can do and the best way to sharpen your weapons and to sharpen your senses about doing research about a DeFi protocol, for example, is to actually be an avid user and become an avid user, right? For example, in 2020, when we had the DeFi summer, I was a hardcore Ethereum DeFi user until I hit a point where it just didn't make any sense anymore, right? Because Ethereum literally priced me out with 3-figure transaction cost, right? $100 plus. So that led me to the avalanches, to explore the Polkadots, and to eventually then land in Cosmos and stick around. And also the whole UX about wallets, the whole UX about the abstraction there is. To be honest, this process, as I'm explaining it in this video, is still quite complex and is only for seasoned and experienced people in crypto. But let's get into the market and see what are some of the developments. Obviously, we're seeing this little bit of a correction here today. Bitcoin down 7%, below 70,000 now, but still 68,000 is absolutely crazy. Ethereum 3,700 after the successful Denkun upgrade, which brought fees down on Ethereum L2s. So congratulations to all Ethereum people, the Ethereum community, and Ethereum developers for shipping that big upgrade. And yeah, now that the upgrade happened, we're seeing a post-upgrade dump. So technically like a sell the news event. But also I'm not sure if that actually had a huge impact or if it's just like natural market correction, right? I mean, we saw this insane meme coin mania. It's still ongoing, right? On Solana, it's also Solana is kind of doing its own thing now, up 4% while everything else is in the reds. So congratulations if you're doing that. Also near up 2%. I also want to talk about near in today's video, and a lot more projects, right? We're going to also talk about MilkyWay and their airdrop. We're going to talk about Passage, about the Cosmos Hub, the Atom Economic Zone, some breaking news there as well. So watch that part as well. But yeah, Atom $12.80. Atom went down 8%, was around $14 on the birthday it had 2 days ago. So happy birthday, Cosmos Hub and Atom fam. We actually did a Twitter Spaces on the birthday of the Cosmos Hub, which is probably one of the most bullish spaces for Atom and the Cosmos Hub ever, right? So listen to that. I'm going to share a link also below this video. If we look further into the Cosmos ecosystem, what are some of the top performers here? Well, there aren't many, to be honest. Stuffy, which is a liquid staking protocol, Fetch AI, Say, and Keychain, that's it. Everything else is in the reds, even in the double-digit reds here, a lot of those, right? Stargaze back below 3.5 cents, super low in my view. But yeah, it is what it is. Gives us more time to stack, to DCA, to compound before the actual fun begins, which is when all these coins are entering price discovery. Now, like I said, this Twitter Spaces we did on the Cosmos Hub's birthday, the 5th birthday already. And also when some people say, what is the value proposition of the Cosmos Hub in the first place? Well, being 5 years on mainnet, battle tested, redistributing the token on mainnet, and just surviving bear markets, surviving drama, surviving the founder exiting basically and forking the chain, surviving all of that while remaining in the top 30, being entirely leaderless, having no foundation, not even a website, and still being relevant. I think that's a huge achievement, right? And I kept saying, yes, there's a lot of flashy new coins launching left and right all the time, especially now in a bear market, but they still have to go through that phase. They still have to go through that phase where maybe there's a disagreement in the leadership. What about the early investors that are sitting on a 500 or 1,000 or 10,000x, right? Some of them will exit, and there's going to be a whole redistribution of the token supply, right? So the Cosmos Hub, I think, is going to do just fine this bull run. And considering also the high staking APR of around 20% plus airdrops that we had over the past 2 years throughout this bear market, coming out of this still in the top 30 is very bullish. And what's also bullish is the updates that we were sharing on this Twitter Spaces, which was also, by the way, my last Twitter Spaces on the Atom Zone. I just have to be more mindful with my personal time, to be honest, because I'm just doing a lot of different things and it's getting too much. And also considering it's all the events that we have coming up with Cosmoverse, leading up to Cosmoverse, but then Cosmoverse itself, also Stakecito is getting more and more, and just also pushing daily videos here is very, very time consuming. And yeah, also for my mind, I think I need to like be more concentrating my resources and my efforts. But yeah, on that Spaces, we had Landslide Network, which is an OG project basically at this point that also we talked a lot about here on this channel. I also then joined Landslide as an investor, and now they just announced that Landslide is going to use partial set security and will enable Avalanche projects to take part in Atom Wars. So Atom Wars is a big thing to revive Atom liquidity and inject liquidity on the Cosmos Hub network. And yeah, Landslide is not only participating there, but also using partial set security. So that means an Avalanche subnet is secured by Atom that enables Avalanche IBC connection to Cosmos. And this could also technically enable restaking, right? Which is a big narrative. And I also talked to Nathan. I think this would be something interesting for Landslide to kind of also build restaking walls similar to how Picasso did it and Composable with their Solana restaking wars, Solana restaking vaults, and Composable is also participating in Atom Wars in that context. Composable is not joining the Atom Economic Zone by using partial set security, at least not for now. They have their own Cosmos chain that is mainly secured by Pika, the native token of the Picasso network. And yeah, I still hope personally that at some point Picasso will consider using partial set security, similar as Landslide does it. So that's very good. And also Babylon Chain's integration with the Cosmos Hub is very, very bullish. So imagine those 20,000 BTC being restaked to secure the Cosmos Hub, amongst others. Creating yield opportunities for BTC holders is unlocking a lot of value and boost the security in the Atom Economic Zone. So on top of that, we also had Elys network in that Spaces, and they confirmed that there will be an airdrop to Atom stakers and to Atom stakers only, and also to testnet users of the Elys network. So very, very exciting Spaces. We also had Ethan giving a keynote there basically, or just sharing his kind of views and recap of the years. Also what Infroml is doing now, his company, building out interchain security, making it as competitive as possible. And it also kind of is, right? I mean, it's the first and only kind of restaking chain that's in production, battle tested, that has shared security implemented, and with Neutron and Stride, baller chains that are representing the Atom Economic Zone. So that's very exciting, very bullish. Elys network actually is also about to launch, so keep an eye out for that as well. Elys is a perpetual exchange that will be launching as a partial set secure chain. And then also we have Aether, or Aether, that is an EVM chain that is also going to be secured by PSS. And they're actually going to be the first ones to launch. Their code is already fully ready. And then Elys, I guess, is going to be second. And then Landslide. And then hopefully after that, we'll see Kava, Noble, also some of these big chains, existing chains with hundreds of millions in TVL to migrate. Next up, we have Lava Network, which is also something I want you to put on your roadmap. Lava is building RPC infrastructure, an L1 for RPC infrastructure. I did an interview with Yair a long time ago, over a year, maybe at this point even a year and a half or something like that. We've also invested into Lava Network with Stakecito, and we're also running a validator with Stakecito on Lava Network. And yeah, Lava is not only building critical RPC infrastructure, but they also fit into this modular thesis, and also they fit into the restaking thesis. So Lava is really pushing hard on all ends, and it's very interesting to see yeah, how big this is going to be. They just recently also announced a $15 million fundraiser, which is very, very bullish in this market environment at this timing, to already have the fundraiser behind and now to move on to work on the go-to-market strategy. And yeah, you're probably going to see a lot there. They also have good integrations and partnerships with projects outside of Cosmos, right? Like Near Protocol, for example. So this is very, very exciting. And yeah, if you haven't looked at Lava Network yet, then go and bookmark their site, put them on your watch list, and keep a close eye. As I promised, I also wanted to talk about Near Protocol. Near Protocol is also an interesting L1. I did an interview with Ilya here on this channel around a year ago, I guess, something like that. Very exciting to see that they have pumped hard over the past couple of weeks. We're actually also running a validator node with Stakecito here since quite some time, many months. Near is now re-entering the top 20 on CoinGecko, almost $10 billion in fully diluted valuation, and is rushing back to re-enter or enter price discovery, basically, right? All-time high was here $20. So that's also one that I'm super interested in. I'm not really holding a lot of Near. I have a small Near bag, but this is definitely an interesting play, kind of outside of Cosmos, but also very synergetic with Cosmos, right? There was also an event here recently in Dubai where I got to meet Ilya again and some people from Near Foundation, and yeah, they're just very interested in Cosmos and very interested in yeah, in interoperability in the first place, right? In that context, we're also proud to announce with Stakecito that we have been included to the Enterprise Node Operations Program with Metapool and the Near Foundation. So as part of that, we're also going to contribute more to the Near ecosystem. We're very strong, obviously, on the content side of things, on the governance side of things, reporting, education, and just marketing in general, right? Creating also content for around the project. So that's really what we're really good at. But if you're unfamiliar with Metapool, they're basically a liquid staking provider that is also multi-chain, but they're also very big on Near. And you can liquid stake here your Near at an 8% APR. And you can also see that they have a lot more integrations, also Ethereum, Solana, Aurora, and some more. And their TVL is at $170 million, right? So that's stride levels, to put it into Cosmos terms. That's stride levels that they're having. And you can delegate your Near to our Stakecito pool here on the Near mainnet. And yeah, much appreciate all your delegations. So I think it definitely also makes sense to hedge your Cosmos exposure with alternative L1s or ecosystems, right? Like Near. I also talked about Aleph Zero. I'm also very bullish on that. So that's kind of the substrate play. And then also, I think ecosystems like Hedera, I'm also excited about that. That's the DAG play and some others. Next up, we have MilkyWay. MilkyWay is a liquid staking provider primarily for Celestia TIA. They were first to launch their liquid staking solution for TIA and achieved a 40 million TVL. MilkyWay actually launched on osmosis, so they don't have their own chain, but they will have their own token. You can actually come here on MilkyWay and liquid stake your TIA here. It's super simple and easy to use. And they also just announced that they will do a referral program, and you can get points, you can collect points, and also you can boost your points by referring other people up to 22.5%. I'm personally not going to participate in that campaign because I also want to make sure that you guys get the chance to maximize your your referrals through that campaign. I just want to bring it up to you so that you can check this out if you're interested. If you don't like points, if you don't like referral programs, that's totally fine. But yeah, I'm just gonna bring it up to you for your visibility, because I think MilkyWay is also very interesting and osmosis aligned, right? And so that's going to be interesting to see how much of the liquid staking market they can capture with the strides out there, with the P stakes also now super aggressively out there. And finally, I want to leave you with news around Cosmoverse and the modularity track that we just recently announced, because 2024 is all about modular expansions. It's definitely one of the hottest, maybe even the hottest narrative in the crypto space, the hottest category in our industry. So we'll have a full-on track. This will be one of the main tracks at Cosmoverse, and you will be able to meet your heroes. And for your project, you can fill out this form. It's also on our website, and apply to become part of that track. That said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now go over, watch my video from yesterday where I talked about yield opportunities, maximizing DeFi yield in Cosmos DeFi. And don't get scared by this consolidation, by this setback, right? This is totally natural. I think it just gives another buy the dip opportunity if you're not satisfied with the size and exposure that you're having to crypto, right? Because we're inevitably going to enter a bull run and new all-time highs for many of the altcoins, not all of them. You have to do your research, due diligence properly, and really assess what you think has potential. But then I think we're primed for bullish 2024. And with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe and be good.